Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to some of you. I greet each and every one of you, wherever you're watching from, wherever you might be listening, or you're going to get this very program. I encourage you to share this very program, more especially in Biafra land. This information, it is very, very vital. And as I make on the post this morning, that there is a breaking news about a threat to eliminate MNK immediately he being released. That is why it is very, very important, because we know that the enemies are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that Mazen Nnamdi can never release unconditionally. Biafra restoration never come to a reality. So this morning at about 5:34 a.m. Biafran time, which is 6:34 a.m., there was an intelligence report. And this is a breaking news about MNK and a plan to kill Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on Biafran soil, precisely on the 19th of October 2022. 19th of October 2022 should be on Wednesday. Today is 15th of October 2022. Should be on Wednesday. On Wednesday. Now, according to the intelligence report about this very plan to eliminate MNK, this report came from one of the intelligence in Nigerian system. Today, the 15th of October 2022. And like I said, the time of this very report was about 5:34 a.m. the Biafran time, 6:34 a.m. European time. And it says there was a plan to reshuffle the court appeal in Abuja. That is to say that this very judgment that they give, you know, so say now, this very judgment that they give, it came on a surprise to them. But the source said that there was a plan. Let me put this on the screen so that you can be able to be reading it with me, because I take my time to extract it and then bring out the document. Let me bring it on the screen so that you can be able to see it and read it with me. Now, let's start from the beginning. So, breaking news about MNK on plan to kill him on the Biafran soil on the 19th of October 2022. Intelligence reports about a plan to eliminate MNK. This report came from one of the Nigerian intelligence system. Today, the 15th of October 2022, time 5:34 a.m. the Biafran time. And the source says that before the ruling, that there was a plan to reshuffle the court appeal judges in Abuja. But unfortunately, the secret to reshuffle the judges who are going to preside over the case of MNK, just on the 13th of October, this very month, 2022, they have to do their job. You know what I'm saying now? Because of that leaked reshuffle judges court of appeal in Abuja, the judges that are already presiding on the court of Mazen Nnamdi, on the case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, they have to do their job. He also said that those people, those Nigerian governments, including the fake Buhari, Malami, Patan, all of them, that it was in a surprise. They don't even know that that very case is going to sit. You know what I'm saying now? They don't know that that case is going to sit. Now, what are their plans now? This is exactly what we are about to share with you, which you are seeing it on the screen. You are seeing it on the screen. You know what I'm saying now? Now, we wanted to say that even the fake Buhari and the new cabal, including Malami, doesn't know that the court will stand on that very day of 13th of October 2022. You know what I'm saying now? And if you can also remember with me that there was a time that we begin to imagine, it seems that this very court is not going to hold. You know what I'm saying? So that has been their original plan. That has been their original plan, that the court is not going to hold. You know what I'm saying now? But unfortunately, as that very leaked, reshuffle Court of Appeal judges in Abuja leak, they have to do their job. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. They have to do their job on that 13th day of October 2022 because of that plan. Now, he went on to say that the big information about MNK on to plan to kill him on the Biafran soil, it says that on the 13th day of October 2022, in Enugu State, that there was a helicopter that dropped some Fulani terrorists at Enugu State 2 days ago. That is on the 13th. And according to my source, that there are a lot of them that was deployed, and majority of them came from Mali. They shall say the reason of this intelligence report is that the IPOB intelligence unit to move into action immediately. Immediately. This is according to my source. It says that IPOB intelligence unit should move into action immediately. But then I have to add this very one. I was the one that put this one here. You know what I'm saying now? Which, of course, he is referring to the IPOB autopilot with their intelligence unit and ESN to move into action immediately in Enugu State and Umuahia. In Enugu State and Umuahia. You know what I'm saying now? It says that today, being the 15th day of October 2022, that those Fulani terrorists are going to come out at Lok Anta in Enugu, in Abia State. Lok Anta in Abia State. The market, that market, Lok Anta Cattle Breeders Market, that the people who are residing in Abia State, they knows exactly what I am talking about. Lok Anta. You know what I'm saying now? Lok Anta, that they are going to come out today, the 15th of October 2022. You know what I'm saying now? Lok Anta is a place where they sell Fulani cow. From there, they are going to link into Umuahia. They are going to link into Umuahia, heading to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu house. And they are already on a disguise on a military uniform, because my source said that they have already shared to them the Nigerian military uniform. They have already shared to them. Nigerian military uniform to disguise themselves as Nigerian army. And the reason of this is because they believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to come to his house. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to be released on the 19th. On the 19th, which is next week, Wednesday. So they need to hold a ground. I need it. They need to make sure that they hold the ground. According to my source, that they have already shared to them Nigerian army uniform. He said that these people, that a lot of them came from Mali, they are not just coming to fight in Biafra land, but they felt that MNK will come back to his home in Umuahia. And for that very reason, they want to take a ground they want to hold a ground. Can I make sure that the elimination was successful? And this is the reason why he said that our men on ground and ESN should be very, very strong on ground and must move into action from Enugu State down to Umuahia. That we need to finish them before they attack. We need to finish them. We need to finish them. We need to strike first before they attack. Our men on ground and ESN from Enugu to Umuahia, we need to move into action. We need to move into action. My show said that our advantage is that these visitors, these feline terrorists, they don't know anywhere in Enugu or in Abia State. That between today, the 15th of October to 19th of October, that MNK will be released. He will be released. He will be released from the DSS dungeon. You know what I'm saying now? And here is my own submission. This is my own submission on this very issue. My own submission is this, that the people to primarily hold responsibility is the governor of Enugu State and also governor of Abia State. These are the people that we are going to hold accountable responsibility. They are going to be responsible on this very evil act against our leader, Mazen Namdekano. To make sure that they eliminate. You already saw the write-up that Governor Hope Uzodinjo, we already saw what he wrote, that they should not release Mazen Namdekano. We already saw that already. So this is my own submission. On this very evil plan, the people to hold responsible are governor of Enugu State and governor of Abia State. Because there is no way these Fulani terrorists, are going to fly into Enugu State, drop these Fulani terrorists with a helicopter without the knowledge of Enugu State government, without the knowledge of Enugu State, that the location where they drop them. You understand now? There is no way that they don't know. This is a collaboration. This is a new information. This is a new information, and I've already, this very message right now, I've already shared it in some of the group, or some of the WhatsApp group that I belong to. You understand now? Before coming out, this message came today about 5 a.m. Biafran time, and I'm bringing out to give it so that we can be able to be very, very at alert, and our men on ground should move into action. Like I said, that these politicians, each and every one of them, they need to be taken out. I said this in the program that I made last week, that without taking out these politicians, be it the former and the present, it does not matter who that person is. If we don't take out these very people, if we don't take plan to take out these very politicians, they will keep on planning evil against the children of Chukwu Kabiama. You know what I'm saying now? They will keep on planning evil because they believe that once Biafra is being restored, there is nothing that will make them to be benefiting on any evil thing that they are benefiting from the zoo Nigeria. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. These people, they need to be taken out. And this, with this new development that we just gave now, the governor of Abia State and the governor of Enugu State, starting from the governor of Enugu State, starting from the local government chairman in that very area, our people should move into action. And those people, the people who are residing in Enugu State, in this very area where these terrorists were deployed with a helicopter, they already know. My source said that these people, they are not Nigerian. Majority of them came from Mali. And a Nigerian military uniform has already been given to them. They are about to deploy them today in Law Panther. They will deploy them today in Law Panther. And from there, they are going to move down to Umuahia because they believe that MNK will be released on the 19th, which of course we know that the Patani and Malami and the Federal Damnable Zoological Republic of Nigeria, they are kicking against that very ruling. So this now also makes a huge sense. It makes a huge sense when he said, let me take it back from the beginning. Let me take it back from the beginning. It makes a huge sense when my source said that there was a plan to reshuffle. Look at it there. There was a plan to reshuffle the court judge of appeal. Look at it there. It makes a big sense because you can see what is flying all over the news today. You can see what is flying all over the news today. The federal government are not happy. The politicians are not happy. Everything happens to them just like a movie. It's just like a magic. They are not happy. You also say now, they have already begun to issue a statement, a memo against the very judgment that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu have been discharged and acquitted. You also say now, and this makes a lot of senses that there was a plan to reshuffle the judges of Court of Appeal. But unfortunately, because the secret was leaked, the judge of appeal see that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu committed no crime known to any human, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer to federal government of the Zoo Nigeria. And that is the reason why that they have to rule that very case. You understand? That is why you see that they are running around. They are running around. And with this new information right now, everything is making sense. Everything is making sense. The plan was these very judges that they reshuffle to remove this old one and replace them on the 19th. This very 19th that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is being expected to be released. This very 19th. You understand? But it's unfortunate to them, the very secret was leaked. And they have to do their job diligently. They have to do their job diligently according to the law that is guiding the judiciary in the Zoo Nigeria. I hope I'm coming out clear. I hope I'm coming out clear. I hope I'm coming out clear. Now, my source said that the big information about MNK was for them to eliminate him on Biafran soil. Come 19th of October, 2022. They said 19th of October that they plan to reshuffle the judge of appeal, but unfortunately that message was leaked. That very secret was leaked. You understand now? So the ruling took place on the 13th of October. Now, that same 13th of October, they fly in with a helicopter to drop some Fulani terrorists at Enugu State. And majority of them are from Mali. You understand that? Majority of them are from Mali. That is why my source is saying that the IPOB autopilot intelligence unit and the ESN gallant men should move into action between Enugu State and the Umuahia. That before these people will strike, we have already finished them. That is why I keep on saying so many times with that number. There is no police in the Nigerian system today. There is no army in Nigerian system today that you see them being deployed in Biafra land to come and kill our people is a true indigene of Nigeria. Because everybody's eyes has woken. They are now using those people that they imported, all in the name to help them to rig election come 2023. And like I said so many times ago, that they are not just coming to rig election, but these people, they are terrorists. So their primary job is to come and help to rig election. Now, immediately after that, they are now going to be using them to eliminate our people. And that is exactly what is playing right now. This very person that gave me this information is an insider. You understand now? He's an insider. He's an insider. You understand now? So everything now is now making sense. A plan to reshuffle the judge of appeal. Patani is running around saying that the case, let me see if I can get one of the report from Patani so that we can be able to be understanding exactly what is going on here. Let me see if I can get a report concerning the Patani or whatever he called himself. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, you see? Hey, wait. It's unsafe. It's unsafe. So I cannot. And let me go and, you see? Oh, they will. My system is telling me that it is unsafe to use this very website. So if I use this very website right now, automatically they are going to track my laptop, put a virus to affect what is going on. But let me get a news. Let me get a news concerning Patami. Let me get a news concerning Patami. Just give me a moment, because all of this is now making sense. It's now making sense. And it making sense now. Just
Nigeria bribes every ambassador that comes to Nigeria. They give you loads of money, so you will never report what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Can never be fixed. That is how you have been taking over our land, raping our women, abducting us and killing us. We came out at some point, you killed us for no reason. Shia people came out at Abuja, you shot them for no reason, for no decent reason. And all of you saw soldiers with live bullets killing people in broad daylight. No major news outlet carried in the world. They've bribed all of them. I'm saying it on camera. And I wish that the US Congress can call me to testify. The American ambassador, that woman took bribe from Nigeria. Nigeria bribes every ambassador that comes to Nigeria. They give you loads of money, so you will never report what is happening in Nigeria. You don't know that. I'm saying it live on camera. I wish they can call me in America, come and testify. I will do so. The British High Commissioner is as corrupt as the devil. That woman. She was the one that was responsible for the murder at Lekki. When she went to see Tinubu, I warned everybody, look at this woman, the army will open fire. Not up to 6 hours they open fire, that woman. That's on the line. All of you are just looking, anyway, most of you are blind, you cannot see. And you're gonna more. You see things that the more mortals cannot see. That's why Elohim is with us. That is why everything I say comes to pass. It must happen, it must come to pass. I told them that when we were giving thanks and praises to Elohim, I told them that this horn this trumpet that we are blowing, anybody who hears it in Asherah will go deaf. How many days? And there was fire in Asherah for the very first time. The zoo will be destroyed. Not that we may just get Biafra, so that when this story is written, our children will know that God did it, not man. Man put their faith in their chariots. Britain, you have a member of the UN Security Council. You're very strong, you're powerful. All these criminal US ambassadors coming to Nigeria. Yeah, you have money, you are US. You will always support Fulani. You people are openly supporting terrorists because of money, because they bribe you because Halliburton has all your concessions, because there is a shell and everything. Everybody's making Biafra because of that. It is better we support terrorists to kill the innocent. And your diplomats. Your diplomats presiding over the slaughter of the innocent. You cannot speak the truth. We are in the middle of a war. The Fulanis have levied war on every indigenous population, ethnic group in Nigeria.
Right, that's right. The Fulani are waging war against the indigenous people in Nigeria. Now, coming to the report that I want to bring to you, in order to back up this very report that we got today, the 15th of October 2022, you can see a report from Malami to prove to you that the ruling case in the favor of MNK with a justification that MNK has no case to answer to the Nigerian government. So it was a surprise to them. The reason why I'm bringing this article to back it up, for you to be acting fast, whatever that you know you can be able to do it. It is no time to doubt if this is true, because I made a position before and somebody was asking me. That was a last time when our leader had a court case. And when I brought out this very news that the Zoo Nigerian government has admitted that they committed a crime against humanity, and somebody was asking me on the comment section that I should show him or her. You understand now? That I should show him, but immediately that we run that very program, and when the team and the medias that went with that very program in that court, they begin to bring out all of these evidences that I said. And I believe that such a person have already seen it. You understand now? So this is not the time. The reason why I'm bringing out these very things in order to back it up on this very report that we're giving out right now is the report of Malami. The question now is, those doubting Thomas, are they going to doubt the report of the legal team that MNK has been discharged and acquitted? Or are they going to believe the report of Malami? That is a question. Now, coming up with the backup with this very report that I'm bringing out today, that this was a plan. Now, let us read with what they wrote here. Let us see what they wrote here. It says, let me make it bold a little bit. It said the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, on Thursday reacted to the decision of the appeal court to discharge leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Look at it here. Appeal court. Appeal court. Remember the report that we just gave right now, that there was a plan in order to reshuffle the judges that are residing over the case of MNK. And that reshuffle was to take effect on the 19th, which is Wednesday coming, in the next 4 days. But because it was leaked, they have to stick with the plan and rule the case, not just in the favor of MNK and Biafra at large, but for the fact that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has no case to answer to the federal government of Nigeria. This is it. So, Patani and the federal government of the Zoo Nigeria, they are now fighting the appeal court. So, it is now also the responsibility of the appeal court judges in order to do what? To step up with their game. Because people must be free. The Nigerian government and their Fulani Caliphate are doing everything to exterminate every indigene in Nigeria, every indigenous person in Nigeria. Why? Because the people want to decide their fate. They want to decide through referendum if they want to be in Nigeria or not? This is all what the people are asking for. This is the reason why the Fulani and the British and America and the other major powers, including the 47 or more than 47 ambassadors in Nigeria that were supposed to be reporting on their atrocities committing against the indigenous people in Nigeria, where they have branches, Marshall in Abuja and Lagos State. But they are not doing anything. Because of the bribe and corruption, the money they are receiving from the federal government of Nigeria, it makes them to support the terrorists, extermination of people. That is why the people need to take their freedom by themselves. You need to rise up wherever you are to see the injustice that is about to commit to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafrans, and the other indigenous people of Biafra never stand. You understand now? Because this is an obligation. That includes the judges, these very judges of appeal, that they plan to remove them, just like as they removed the former chief judge in the Federation of the Zoo Nigeria, in order for them to be able to manipulate the outcome of election in Imo State, so-called Southeast Nigeria. And that is the reason why they've been able to use that very judge to manipulate, removing somebody who won a governorship election in Imo State. Somebody who won a governorship in Imo State, they removed him to replace him with somebody that took number 4th position. And each and every one of us are seeing how this is playing. This is the thing, this is the injustice that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stand for equity and justice for people to decide where they want to be. Do they want to be in Nigeria, or do they want to be out of Nigeria? If they want to be in Nigeria, it will be with their own choice that they want to reside in Nigeria and determine their fate. What type of constitution do they want? But that referendum is the most important thing. And the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra at large is a thing that stands in between. Anybody that is really for freedom, you want your freedom, you want to have a freedom, you want to have a better freedom for your children, for your unborn generation. The case of Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the thing that is going to give you that voice. Because without Biafra and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, none of you will be breathing in the zoo Nigeria today. Now, for you to be able to help to finish this job, to make sure that we separate the wheat from the chaff, to make sure that these politicians of Nigeria who are milking, stealing our destiny, stealing everything that meant for us to survive as a human being, only for their own personal gain, you need to stand up and speak for the truth, because this is injustice. You understand now? This is injustice. And like the report said, it says that IPOB, intelligence unit, and ESN. And what he meant is the IPOB autopilot intelligence. This is what he meant. But according to his words, that IPOB and the intelligence unit and ESN should move into action. He said that the reason why he's giving me this information from a very high class personnel, which I'm not going to mention or neither bring him on the program, that be because he have already been watching me right from the beginning and see that I never diverted from the stand where I stand to defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafran freedom. That is the reason why we are doing everything possible to bring out one or two things in order to make sure for you to see reasons. So you don't begin to doubt Mazi Odinkema to say, where did he get this information? Let us see. I've already taken my time to prepare our conversation this morning, and it is there in so many platforms that I'm in, and I also presented it to you in order to back up the thing that he said. Now you see Patani, the Attorney General of the Federation and Ministry of Justice of Nigeria in Abuja, Abubakar. What is his name again? Abubakar Malami On Tuesday, being the 14th day of October 2022, just one day after our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case was ruled in his favor, he came out to say that the decision of the court appeal to discharge the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPU, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, is just discharged but not appointed. But let us go further to the message. He said in a statement signed by his spokesperson, Dr. Umar Jibrin Gwandu, Mr. Malami said the appeal court only discharged Nnamdi Kanu, but not acquitted. The Office of the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice have received the news of, have received the news. So, like I said, on this very report that we're giving, it was like a magic. It was like a magic. And this is a quote. This is a quote from the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice have received the news of the decision of the Court of Appeal concerning the trial of Nnamdi Kanu. The statement said, for the avoidance of doubt and by the verdict of the court, Kanu was only discharged and not acquitted. How can they be shocked? At first, they were shocked, and now he is now giving it as a benefit of doubt or avoidance of doubt that by the verdict of the court, Kanu was only discharged and not acquitted. So it doesn't add up. It doesn't add up. At first, he was shocked about the news on the decision of MNK. And then he said, for the avoidance of doubt and by the verdict of the court, Kanu was only discharged and not acquitted. That consequently, the appropriate legal option before the authority will be exploited and communicated according to the public. The decision handed down to the Court of Appeal was on a singles issue that borders on rendition. Now, furthermore, let it be made clear to the general public that the other issues that predate rendition on the basis of which Kanu's jump bail remain valid issue for judicial determination, which of course, in 2017, we all know what happened in 2017. At first, the federal government of Nigeria, through the governors in the southeast of the Nigeria, they want to bribe Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, but he refused. And then they have to set up a Python dance to come to eliminate MNK with the help of the governor of Abia State and all the entire Southeast governors, because he refused. Knowing it at the same time that few months ago that there was a news that reported that MNK was promised a huge sum of money in order to do what? To abandon the Biafra restoration. He refused. You understand now? Chukwu Okabiyama is at work. Chukwu Okikabiyama is at work. And they will be very, very shocked how we got this very information. You understand now? They will be very, very shocked how we got this information that we're giving out on their plan to eliminate Onyendu on the 19th day of October 2022. The same issue that they are referring on issue of John Bell, but according to the legal team that they presented this very case for the federal government of Nigeria to look and to investigate what happened on the house of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu in 2017 when the Nigerian government came in with different type of armored tankers, weapons to kill Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. But on the course of that, a lot of people were do what? A lot of people was killed. Now, what is happening? I hope you can see exactly what is happening right now. I have not scrolled down this very news. We're still reading it, and it just wiped out. You see what is happening? In your very present eye, the news that we are analyzing, it just vanished. In your eyes. It returned back. Did you see what is going on? Did you see what is going on? Did you see what is going on? Now, he said the federal government will consider all available options open to us on the judgment on rendition. Why putting information of pre-rendition issue? I believe that this is the end of it. So the reason why we're bringing this very information right now is for you to see that the report that we are giving is not just authentic, but need to be acted immediately. The federal government is not happy. The Faith Buhari is not happy about the ruling case of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and they are putting every option, according to Patami, that they are putting every option available to them to make sure that they somehow either eliminate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu on his way to Umuahia or through their judicial system. It is not going to happen through their judicial system. That is where it comes to us, because with the very work that we are doing on daily basis to put a pressure to the Nigerian government through the Monday sit-at-home every day, that is one of the things, and if not the only, that make the system or the work of the legal team to be smoothly. Because if it is left for only the legal team of MNK, they cannot be able to do this job. It is you and I who have been on the social media sanitizing the brains of our people, and our people in back home who are making it on a daily basis to hear to our voice. And on this very Monday sit-at-home, they've been able to use that to sacrifice so that our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, will get a fair justice in their own system. So it is a big slap. It is a big slap. That is why I'm bringing out this very information. We need to act fast. We need to act fast as quickly as possible. In order to also let you know that this very news about the Patami disregarding the information or the court judge ruling on the case of our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, even their news have already carried it in order to make sure that the very thing that they are planning against our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu do what? Never. Let me bring it out. The very news. We are planning to make sure that we do everything humanly possible to set our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. So also, look at the news here. So you can also see it by yourself. I want you to see it by yourself. I want you to listen to it from one of their news. They already carried it out. They have already carried it out. Listen.
It appears leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, is not free, despite the court ruling discharging him. Minister of Police Affairs Mohammed Dingyadi has clarified that Mr. Kanu still has a case to answer, as the court verdict only discharged him, but is yet to be acquitted.
You see, this garbage was reported because of what Malami said. But at first he said that he is surprised. All the surprise. But as they said, that they have already put in every options to make sure that they see to their own positive outcome of not just Mazen Nnamdi Kanu case, but also in Biafra restoration. And part of those options is the report that I just bring out to you right now. So before we bring this very message to the end, I want to bring out that very report again so that you can be able to see it, because this is the very reason why that we are here today to bring out this very message. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. This is the reason why. So here we go. Look at it here. Here we go. It says, breaking news about MNK on plan to kill him on Biafran soil on the 19th day of October 2022. Intelligence report about a plan to eliminate MNK. This report came from one of the intelligent in Nigerian system today, the 15th day of October 2022. Time of this very report was 5:34 a.m. Biafran time. The source said there was a plan to reshuffle. There was a plan before the 13th day of ruling, that there was a plan to reshuffle the Court of Appeal judges in Abuja. But unfortunately, the secret was leaked. The plan was by Wednesday, the 19th day of October, to replace the sitting Court of Appeal judges residing on the case of Mazen Namdekanu. So because of that plan, the sitting judges have to do their job on the ruling case on the 13th day of October 2022 because it was leaked. The Court of Appeal knew that Mazen Namdekanu has no case to answer to the Nigerian government. Even the fake Buhari and the new cabal, including Malami, doesn't know that the court will stand on that day, 13th day of October 2022. Now the source said the big information about MNK on a plan to kill him on Biafran soil is on 19th day of October 2022. It says that on the 13th day of October 2022 in Enugu State, that a helicopter dropped some Fulani terrorists at Enugu State. That was 2 days ago. And according to my source, that there are a lot of them being sent from Mali. My source, and when I'm talking about my source, according to my source, I am referring to the person that called me this morning, the 15th day of October 2022, about 5:34 a.m. Biafran time. So when I say my source, I don't want you to get confused. I don't want you to get confused on this report, my source. That means the person is anonymous. So let us continue. My source said the reason of this intelligence is for the IPOB, according to him. Let me just put it the way he said before I add up my own, because we are the people that do this very job. This is my own words. The reason of this intelligence report, according to my source, that IPOB intelligence unit to move into action immediately. This is according to his information. Now, myself, and I add up to say, which of course, what he is referring to is IPOB autopilot with their intelligence unit and ESN to move into action immediately in Enugu and the Umuahia. Now, further information, it says that today, being the 15th day of October 2022, that those Fulani terrorists are going to come out at Lopanta. Lopanta is a market, is a cattle, is a Fulani cow market, which is located in Niger State. You know what I'm saying now? He said Lopanta. So I have to do a research to know exactly where Lopanta is located. He said the report now came, Lopanta cattle market, located in Niger State. You know what I'm saying now? This is my own report. I have to come up with it to know exactly where is Lopanta. Now, let me repeat again. He said that today, being the 15th day of October 2022, that those Fulani terrorists are going to come out at Lokpa, the place they sell Fulani cow, and from there they will link into Umuahia at the state under disguise of Nigerian army. So any military, any police that we see in Biafra land, all of them are terrorists. We have been saying this right from day one, that there is no reasonable person in Nigeria today serving under any intelligence, be it police, be it army, be it navy, be it Air Force, be it in Air Force or in Navy, that will be serving the Zoo Nigerian government with a pure heart. And we made it to understand, if you are there and you are not in position to be giving us information, you better quit. Because nobody in his right or her right senses that will be working for that people. You'll be there to give your information. You understand what I'm saying now? If you know that you are not relevant to what we are doing to help to restore, because we are keeping records. The person that gave this information, the person is watching. And believe you me, he's going to download it and save it in his Al-Qaeda. Because a time will come that each and everyone have to give account on what you have done for Biafra. This is the factual truth. This is a factual truth. And what for security reason, he called me at about 2 a.m. European time, which is about 1 a.m. Biafran time. If it is not for security reason, I would have shown you the call, the time he called me. 1:35 a.m. Biafran time. And I have to wake up this morning to place a call. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. So let me continue on what we are talking about. So he said that the plan was today, being the 15th, that they are going to deploy these very terrorists. They are going to move from Lokpanta, the market, the Fulani cow market that are located in Lokpanta, Abia State, link to Umuahia. According to him, that they have shared them Nigerian uniform already. That these people, a lot of them came from Mali, are not just coming to fight in Biafra land against the Biafran people, but they felt that MNK will come back to his home in Umuahia. And for that very reason, they want to take ground first for his elimination. Furthermore, he said that our men on ground, ESN, be very, very strong on ground and must move to action from Enugu State down to Umuahia. That we must finish, we must take out, we must kill all these parasites in disguise of Nigerian military, in disguise of Nigeria. And this is also a message to those of you who are allowing yourself to be used by these people. Do you know about this information? Those of you that we're supposed to be fighting alongside with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, those of you that are in the volunteer team, in the ESN, that is working against this very struggle, Do you know about this information? Those of you that are in contact with all this, that we're in contact with the governor of other states, are you aware of this information? Are you not speaking with him? That is a question, my brothers and my sisters. Those who are sabotaging, that are in constant contact with other state governor, did he tell you this information? Did he tell you, or is he promising you that when Peter Obi go, Biafra is going to be restored? Did he tell you this information, about this very information that we're giving you right now? Those of you sabotaging the struggle here in diaspora, those of you sabotaging the struggle in Biafra land, that is in contact with the governor of other states, I'm asking you, did he tell you the plan that they are planning? Or are you still hanging on the money that they are giving you, and also the hope that when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released, and also the Peter Obi, when he go there, that is going to declare Biafra? I'm asking you, do you know about this information? Did he tell you? Did he tell you? As the federal government of the Zoo Nigeria, ruling by the Fulani, are using these governors in the so-called Southeast, so also lying to them, to their face, giving them all manner of appointment that they wanted from them. That is the same way that these governors in the Southeast of Nigeria are deceiving each and every one of you that is directly sabotaging this very struggle. I ask again, did he tell you? Did the governor of Abia State call you and say to you that this is the plan that they have to eliminate Mazen Nnamdi Kanu? Did he? That is a question I'm asking you. Did they tell you? Is a question I'm asking you. I want you to answer me this very question. Did they tell you? Did they tell you? I'm asking you. Of course not. They will not tell you, because they will keep on deceiving you, promising you that they want to, they are going to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Whereas in their mind, they don't want to free him. They will promising you that when Peter Obi comes, that he's going to declare Biafra. He's going to declare Biafra. Whereas it is a lie. It is a lie. They are not going to free him. They are not going to free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is the work of Allah, God and their Allah, because a lot of them believe in the Allah, that Allah and the Chukwu Kabim are the same thing. A lot of them believe that the Allah and Chukwu Kabim are the same thing. You understand say now? But we, as Chukwu Kabiyama, who is the creator of heaven and earth, is the one doing all this work, is the one making sure that their secrets are being leaked. The one of Enugu State, those of you who is working with the Enugu governor to sabotage this very struggle, did he tell you? Did he tell you? Allah shine yake mana abun da muke so. Kowaye wata inan da kake, da ka san cewa kai kana yafe wanka Allah nan, Allah Ubangiji, ka san cewa Mazen Nnamdi Kanu da Biafra mu ne ainihin abun da zai kawo lafiya, domin abun da muke so kowaye ya yi zaɓa ina da kake so, ana ce musu referendum. Wa'angan referendum nan da muke magana ba presidential election, wa'angan babban presidential election, wa'angan shine magana Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yake fa'awa. Kowaye ya zaɓa, dan kana so ka zona a cikin Nigeria, ko dai kana so kai ka zama ɗan arewa, sai ka yi zaɓa. Dan kana so ka zona a cikin Nigeria, ko dai kana so ka zama ɗan Oduduwa, sai ka yi zaɓa. Dan kana so kai ɗan Middle Belt ko dai arewa, sai ka yi zaɓa. To mu kuma da muke so Biafra, sannan kuma mu yi zaɓa. Wanda sun da ai a hehu a Biafra su mamansu babansu Biafra, kuma suna so Nigeria, sannan kuma sai su yi zaɓa. Shi ne magana Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yake faɗa. Shi ne muke ga muku, wherever you are, and you know in your conscience that you are serving that Allah, that say that thou shall not kill one another. You shouldn't kill to occupy people's property. You shouldn't kill to force one to abound to your religion. It is time for you to stand up. It is time for you to stand up. Those Shiitas Muslim, the issue of El Zazaki is exactly what it is playing or about to play. That is why that we cannot allow these people to do what? To achieve even a single positive or whatever they're planning. Remember El Zazaki. Remember El Zazaki. The issue of El Zazaki. The famous one that happened when El Zazaki turned 70 years. You remember that, right? Sure, we remember that. Fine and good. Let me try and see if I can get it. Let me try and see if I can get it. Because this is exactly what is happening right now. Now, it has been clear to everybody, and our legal team have already presented this very case, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been acquitted and discharged. You also say now. And this is exactly where we stand. And we already saw and see on this very program that Malami received the news on a shock. I don't know if you're saying now. He received the news, a shock. It came as a shock to him. And then, in order to cover up what it is there, he said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu still have case to answer, that he was discharged according to the verdict. Somebody who doesn't know, because their plan is to change the court judge of appeal on the 19th day of October 2022. But as that very message leaked, the courts have to sit. And it came as a shock to him, and he is now saying that they have a chance. The chance they have is to eliminate MNK. The chance they have, the option that they have is to eliminate MNK. The option that they have is to entangle and enslave you the more. And the era that we are right now is the era of El Zazaki. El Zazaki. The reason why we are doing this and to bring this into you is to let you know that those foreign ambassadors, more especially the one that we made exposition in connection with the tweet that they created against Simon Ekpa and Chike Doziem. We made that very exposition 2 days ago. The same tweet, retweet, the same 35, 15 quotes, tweet 15, like 215. Chike Doziem at C Doziem, and the same content. And the content said, those agitating for Biafra are miscreants. You can't be agitating at the same time, disturbing people's business, and you call that agitation. This is the content. And the time of this very tweet, according to their format and application that they used to form this very thing, was on 3rd day of April 2016. Time 20:49 p.m. Twitter for iPhone. And then when you look at the date of, the very year, it was 2016. We have not kicked start the constantly sit at home. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying now. And another thing I want you to also reason is this. On the 9th of August, when we start the first sit at home, everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. On 9th of August, on the 9th of August, 2021, not 2026, so 2016, because the write-up is referring to the sit at home that kickstart from the 9th of August 2021. That is where this is referring. And the people that made this very broadcast, or the person that made this very broadcast, is nobody but Chike Doziem. I don't even know what I'm saying now. In 2021. So, are they now telling me that Simon that joined this very program to restore Biafra in 2019, that said that this very flag that you are seeing behind me, which is Nigeria, that by tomorrow you see it no more. It's going to be replaced by the it's going to be replaced by Biafra flag. Is it there then that also they did this, but they don't know that there's a way that God exposed them in 2016. Now, here it is. The one of Simon Ekpa. The same message that I showed you that they say Simon Ekpa tweeted. Now, this is the one of Simon. And the other one, Chike Doziem, kicking against sit at home in 2016. And when you look at the date, 2016, April, 3rd of April, time 20:49. Twitter for iPhone, retweet 35, 15 quotes, and 215 likes. You see that? That the people who are doing this very work are nobody but those ambassadors, foreign ambassadors. One of them have to twist mind, do one or two things to put more confusion in order to make us, we that are focused, doing intelligent and also journalists, for us to get confused. Which, of course, my fellow comrade in the other side, Mazi Paul Achebe, he carried the news and he got about 190 something comments, 84 shares. And to him, it's Simon Ekpa. And if some people in IPOB autopilot see the one of Chike Doziem, they will see, we told you. Not that they did not do something to sabotage the struggle. I want us to be very, very clear. I want us to be very clear. Not that the DOS did not do something to sabotage the struggle. Chike Doziem. But everything have to be correct. Have to be fact. But I don't want to go there. Because while the program that we are doing today is about the release of MNK and the game that the Nigerian government played during the time that the shiitite Muslims are championing the North for their own self-determination. Here, you see, the Vanguard. It says, El Zazaki at 70, 1 dead, many injured as shooters police clash in Abuja, which is a lie. When this very news and when these people were killed, I follow up the news that very moment. It was in the front of the International Human Rights Commission in Abuja, along Agui Ironsi. That was when I first knew that there was a street in Abuja named after Agui Ironsi. And according to the report, that the police and military, they neutralize him. I don't want to go from what we're doing. They neutralize them first of all, and they open a live bullet. Why? Because they are protesting as the court already discharged their leader, and for that reason, they should allow him to do what? To celebrate 70 years of birthday. So our people, we cannot and must not go towards this very direction. That is why everything that we are doing, we need to focus it in Biafra land. We need to focus in Biafra land because that is exactly what is going to help us in order to get it, to protect our people, at the same time, to pursue these people that call themselves politicians in Biafra land. You understand now? To pursue them. And that is why I give a submission and I say that the people to hold accountable, on this very evil plan is the governor of Abia State and also the governor of Enugu State. These are the people to hold responsible on this very act. The governor of Abia State and also the governor of Enugu State. Hope Uzodinjo is among go. I'm not saying he's not among. But I say the primary. Soludo, he's among on this very plan. George Obiozo and John Nyanwodo, they are very much intact of this very plan. Ifeanyi Uba is very much intact in this very plan. Orji Uzor Kalu, he is very much intact on this very plan. Even this one that call himself Dave Umahi, he is very much in plan on this. What are their plans? To stop Biafra not to come, or to stop Ariwa Nation not to emerge, or Middle Belt not to emerge, or Oduduwa, but they want Biafra to remain as one, at all cost, at all cost, at all cost. And on this note, I would like to bring this very program to the end. But before then, let us not forget about the banks. The banks that are allowing themselves to be used by the DSS to track down our people in Biafra land. Those who are visiting banks on daily basis, be it Access Bank, be it Fidelity Bank, be it FCMB, be it UBA or First Bank. These are the major banks that we have on our platform, that on no account should we allow anybody to intimidate us. It doesn't matter if they are in military uniform, as we just gave reports. It doesn't matter if they are in banking financial system. It does not matter. But we don't want to hear any report. And the 72 hours have already passed. I don't know. I don't know what is their plan. I don't know. Maybe the DSS are still approaching them to give them information, and they decide to say, hey, we are not going to give you any information anymore. We are going to protect our business. And that's exactly what we expect them to do. Because we don't want to hear any information again to say that anybody or any IPOB or Biafra as an indigene being arrested by B police or DSS in any of these banks. We don't want to hear any of that. Because these people, they are using every means, every necessary means in order to make sure to intimidate us, in order to keep us in abject poverty. So their system, part of their strategy, or part of their option is after we making all of these fundraising, after making all this fundraising that we are embarking on every month, where they are going to wait for us now is in the bank. So the moment our people, we send money to our people, our gallant men in Biafra land, to go and feed themselves, feed their family, they will not track them. Call DSS to do what? To come and pick them. That is why we say, if you love your business in Biafra land, if you will want your business still be operating in Biafra land, you must not do what? Play this part with the DSS. You must not. Because we are very, very determined to make sure that we do everything humanly possible to make sure that Biafra is being restored. In the zoo, Nigeria, as the one of the officials in Amazonia, Mr. Capo Daniel, said that a time of agitation is over, but the time now is to do what? For Biafra to have a space in order to do what? To have a freedom. And part of those things is anything that have to do with Nigeria. Anybody that have to do with Nigeria must be eliminated. Anything that the only time they have, if they have, which of course they cannot do that, is to begin now to turn the clock, to turn it automatic, which is not possible. It is not possible. It is not possible. So the only thing is what? The elimination. That is the only thing. Because on daily basis, they are planning to make sure that they use any system that they can be able to exploit to do what? To kill our people. Any system, anything that comes their mind, to make sure they use that in order to keep their one Nigeria. That is anything that they are going to do. Anything that is going to make them to keep one Nigeria. Be it bank, they are going to use it. And this has been in a very safe way for them. But the family of those people visiting banks on daily basis, their family knows where their brothers and sisters or their cousins are going to, or which bank. So if you think that you are going to pick one of our own in your bank, thinking that we are not going to get that information, then wait, what is going to happen to you? Because that very bank, once we get the information, we come out on a live program like this to analyze it, then you are going to wait for the judge. That is why each time I begin to make such a program like this, an exposition like this, it still takes me back to the Alaba International chairman. I'll be very, very happy to see a news that this man called Alaba International chairman, that his house has been raised down in Biafra land. Given this report, I'll be very, very much happy. But as days are going by, people's eyes are being opened. As days are going by. So, on this very issue, we are not going to leave any stone unturned. And like I say on my submission, my own submission on this very report, the people to primarily hold responsible on this evil plan to eliminate our leader on the 19th day of October 2022, which is 4 days to come, are the governor of Enugu State and the governor of Abia State. Still remember Olinkeman Kendelin watching again. A bona fide acting member of IPOB and also an active financial member as well. Serving the indigenous people of Biafra through media, evangelists, and also in music, aka Afro-Concrete, the second disciple of Onyendumaz Nnamdi Kanu. Shalom.
Bribes every ambassador that comes to Nigeria. They give you loads of money so you will never report what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria can never ever be fixed. It's broken beyond repair. Can never be fixed. That is how you have been taking over our land, raping our women, abducting us and killing us. We came out at some boy, you killed us for no reason. Shia people came out at Abuja, you shot them for no reason. And all of you saw soldiers with live bullets killing people in broad daylight. No major news outlet carried in the world. They've bribed all of them. I'm saying it on camera. And I wish that the US Congress can call me to testify. The American ambassador, that woman took bribe from Nigeria. Nigeria bribes every ambassador that comes to Nigeria. They give you loads of money so you will never report what is happening in Nigeria. You don't know that. I'm saying it live on camera. I wish they can call me in America, come and testify. I will do so. The British High Commissioner is as corrupt as the devil. That woman. She was the one that was responsible for the murder at Lekki. When she went to see Tinubu, I warned everybody, look at this woman, the army will open fire. Not up to 6 hours they open fire, that woman. That's on the line. All of you are just, most of you are blind, you cannot see. And it's going to more. You see things like the mere mortals cannot see. That's why Elohim is with us. That is why everything I say comes to pass. It must happen, it must come to pass. I told them that when we were giving thanks and praises to Elohim, I told them that this horn, this trumpet that we are blowing, anybody who hears it in Nazareth will go deaf. How many days? And there was fire in Nazareth for the very first time. The zoo will be destroyed. Not that we may just get Biafra, so that when this story is written, our children will know that God did it, not man. Man put their faith in their chariots. Britain, you have a member of the UN Security Council, you're very strong, you're powerful. All these criminal US ambassadors coming to Nigeria, yeah, you have money, you are US, you will always support Fulani. You people are openly supporting terrorists because of money, because they bribe you, because Halliburton has all your concessions, because there is a shell and everything, everybody's making Biafra. Because of that, it is better we support terrorists. So kill the innocent. And your diplomats. Your diplomats presiding over the slaughter of the innocent. You cannot speak the truth. We are in the middle of a war. The Fulanis have levied war on every indigenous population, ethnic group in Nigeria. All of you can say it. All you can say is invite the Sarakin or Sarakin Fulani Lagos. Not the Oba of Lagos, no. Sarakin Fulani Lagos means the supreme Fulani ruler in Lagos. Because the US ambassador has taken money from Nigeria. Very soon her tour of duty will come to an end and she will go. She will become a multi-millionaire. That is why they all want to come to Nigeria, because Fulani will pay very well to suppress the news, to stop the truth from going out. And all of you will suffer if you don't repent. You will suffer. Mark my words somewhere, you will suffer if you don't repent from your evil ways. You take money from murderers and from killers to suppress the truth. Biden doesn't know what is happening in Nigeria because they rely on the ambassador to feed them accurate information. And that is not happening because they've been bribed. And that is why people are dying in Nigeria. Nigeria is the only place in turmoil, not making it onto the front pages of newspapers all over the world. Nobody talks about it because they are all compromised. They've been bribed. We don't need your one Nigeria to survive. They tried, can you imagine the nonsense? They brought in their food blockade. They said we will not send food to the south. They are perishable goods. So the items got spoiled in the north. The government now turned around to pay them almost 500 billion. They are the ones that said they will not sell their goods to the south. Those goods are now rotten in the north. And the government paid them compensation of nearly 500 billion. And they won Nigeria. Tomorrow morning you idiotically wake up in the morning and say, I'm a Nigerian. As I said before, before I used to blame white people for racism, I no longer blame them for it. Because we are the cause of racism. Our stupidity as black people is responsible for the way we're being treated all over the world. Very sad indeed. Very, very sad indeed. We don't need them to survive. We don't need them. And we can give them the oil and gas for free. As I've said before, allow me to repeat. The oil, apart from granting citizenship to every northern Christian, I mean Core North, I mean the Sharia, Arewa, Janjaweed North, you will all live in Biafra land where you can practice religion without fear or favor. Another thing we are going to do is to pipe free oil and gas across the whole of West Africa. In Biafra, Oduduwa will receive oil and gas for free. You see, Benin Republic, oil and gas for free. Togo will receive oil and gas for free. Ghana the same. All the way to heaven knows we, I think, Western Sahara. Do you know why? Because we want the economies of all these countries to grow as well, because they're going to buy our goods and services. They will buy our goods and services. That is why we need the economies to grow as well. If Biafra will offer free oil and gas to the entire West African Christian region, to tell you we don't need oil and gas to survive as a people. We are not fighting for Biafra because of oil and gas. We are fighting because it is the will of God and we must be free. We are free people. We were free before the white man came, and we shall be free once again. And as I've been telling people, and they do not, or some will not understand or hope to understand, what we are doing is of the spirit. The likes of Shoyinka must stand up to speak the truth. Obasanjo, you must speak the truth. Tell us where Buhari is. You know where his grave is at? You can point that out for us. Tell us. Free yourself of that very burden. Shoyinka, the same thing. Shoyinka, you were campaigning for them. Campaigning for Buhari. Until your carrot and cabbage clashed with Fulani cattle. You now realized that there is danger in the land. All these years, all the Fulani insurgency and incursion into the south, you never said a word. People look up to you to speak the truth. You never said a word until they came to your farm and ate your carrot and your cabbage, started complaining. Typical black people. Until something affects you, it's nothing. That mindset must change. And that is why Biafra must come. And when Biafra does come, everybody will be free. If Biafra is not free, none of you is going to be free. And that is why I have said it before and I'm going to repeat. We have come to set all of you free. And if you allow this nonsense to continue, you'll be sunk. If you have not gotten your Somali visa, go and get it now. Because the zoo is gone. And the hell has arrived. Thank you very much for listening. From me, from here. Good evening.